My name is Greg, and this is Laura Chase. When I was growing up around here, there really wasn't much that we had to do for the youth. So we turned to using drugs. I was 15 probably when I tried meth my first time. And right away it took a hold, and it, I don't know, it put me on a different path, totally changed my mindset. The next thing you know, you're rock bottom in no time. In and out of jail a dozen times.
I was on Adderall for ADHD, and I learned pretty quickly that I could abuse that. After going to treatment a couple times for Adderall abuse and running away from home, found my way to a party, met Greg there. I was exposed to new drugs, new things. I was just living really fast with him. I was more addicted to everything than I ever was.
I actually had a vision when we were sitting there one day. You know, we wake up, it's beautiful like this out, and then we'd take a couple hits of acid, and I just had a feeling come over me, and I said, if you keep this up, you ain't gonna make it. And I had this feeling. I broke down and I cried, and I came outside, and she was like, what's wrong? Like, why are you crying? And then I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I never really felt like I had a relationship with God, and I never knew what it would be like. I guess I never knew what it was if He spoke to me or anything, but at that time when it was in the trailer, that had to have been God speaking. We made an oath together, and we said that we weren't going to use anymore.
I realized that I needed to find my way back to God. Then I got pregnant with Willow. I knew I had to be a good mom. I've always wanted to be a mom.
When we first started coming to Eastside, it was like, you know, it's like I met my new family, you know, and it's a really good feeling. One of the biggest ways that God has been using me in this life right now is mentorship. I have been through so much in my life, and I wanted to be able to help out the community that I feel like that I've came from, and now I feel like that I can relate with a lot of these other people that they need help.
To anyone that would be wondering like the steps to take to cross that bridge, and what we did was to just trust God and to pray and say, like, just show up in our lives, just be present. And He shows up. He's definitely been there for us.
Yeah, we put everything into God and seen what He could do. And
we look back and we see it, hoping that it helps anybody out there who's dealing with anything like this.
Yeah, God has changed our lives.
It's amazing what He can do with open hearts.